I know I'm early. I just couldn't wait anymore. I had to hurry and get going because I have things to do, and I am just spending way too much time just sitting here waiting for my time to come. And it's like, you know what? I am just going to start the video, and those that are here can enjoy with me, and those that are not cannot. So, without further ado, first of all, hopefully you guys saw my awesome thumbnail that I took. It took a while to get that just right. I'm pretty happy with it. Why is there black on the bottom of my screen? There we go. My camera was not up all the way. But this was the actual picture I took before I had fun making it cooler. Let me check my audio really quick. All right, that sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, you're like, wait a sec, didn't I just watch this video yesterday? It is very similar. This is a slightly different build than yesterday. Yesterday was the full Ultimate Castle Grayskull with the lighted center and everything. This one here, instead of the center lighted piece, it has this piece, which is for the budget version, and it also allows for this to open up and fall all the way too. So some people prefer this. And so I do have this now on eBay, the whole shebang with this piece. So if you decide you want to get the budget version, it's a lot cheaper to not go with the lighted piece. All right, with that, let's go ahead and do my fit check and make sure all the parts fit. And this set's going out to Michael. Yay, Michael. And Michael contacted me on Facebook and said he wanted a little bit different set, so that's what this is. This is the less expensive set because of that one piece being swapped out. But I always like to do a fit check when I can before I send out parts. So there we go. The floors fit nice. Ooh, and now let's get to the walls. Hey, Big M, thanks for joining us. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And let's go ahead and break off these supports. Where are my big pliers? There they are. You know what? Before I break off these supports, let's go ahead and stand, He-Man, stand. Let's go ahead and put in that last floor piece that goes up here. Now, what's funny is I had this floor piece and I got ready to shoot this video, and I realized the floor piece for the last guy was still there. So Sean's box is missing a piece, this one right here. And I thought, oh man. So I quickly called my delivery person, and they're bringing the box back so I can put that last piece in the box. It's like, no. So sorry about that, man. But luckily you'll get it still well before the date was due. So that is cool. With the right pieces in the box. So let's go ahead and break these pieces off of the wall. Oh, smacking my hand in the Castle Grayskull. Zoop. All right. So someone today just asked a request. They said, hey, I love the parts you make for Castle Grayskull, the floors and the walls and stuff, but I wish you'd make them for 2000X. He goes, but I think you said in one of your videos you don't have a 2000X Grayskull anymore. And that is true. I used to have both version 1 and version 2, but I got rid of it before I started doing all these cool walls and stuff. Because I had my classics, and I have my big giant one made by Matt O'Toole. So it's like, I don't really need to have the 2000X version, even though it was cool and had its time in the light for a little while. And if you put two together, it was really cool. And then a big giant square, the big giant square of Castle. All right, and before I mail these out, I do take and bend the top pins a little bit so they should fit nicer. So I'll do that to this set too. You can see it's just a little too preloaded there, so I usually bend those back. Ugh. So let me go ahead and toss all these pieces in the garbage. And again, the main difference between this set and the last set is that center wall that I'm putting in next. So what's kind of funny is the way this happened was I made my really cool lighted wall, and I was really happy with it. But then I felt bad because the price was so high, because I charged so much for the lighted wall because it has lights. It's a much bigger piece. It has just a lot more intricacies to it, and it was kind of a pain to design. So then I decided to make this economy wall just as kind of a fill-in, so you could still have the supports, because people kept ordering it without the center wall at all. And I thought, well, that's kind of no good. Oh, this is not good. There's a lot of crud still on this one. Hopefully it comes off a little cleaner than that. And so that is why I made this new replacement part for those that did not want to spring for the extra cash for the lighted one. Now, I've had some people actually order both. They want the lighted one and this one so they can change them out so they can have the drop floor work a little better or not. So, which was kind of interesting that somebody would actually spring for both. For a while, I had both for that same reason, but eventually I'm like, you know what? I just need the lighted wall. You can still drop a figure down with the lighted wall. It just doesn't fall straight. It kind of falls to an angle, and it kind of shoots across the bottom floor when you do it. But all right. So in case you haven't guessed, the lighted wall is the most expensive piece in this whole set, which in this case, it is not included. I remember when I was designing it too, I had to make sure that the pieces for the lights would fit in the bottom of it. And I was debating which way to make the flames shoot out, either towards the front or back. And I ended up making it go towards the door, so when you open the door, you could see them from the inside or from the outside of the castle Grayskull as it opens. So it's kind of weird the flames are on the other side, but it makes sense. If you were an adventurer walking through the door, that's what you would see, is the flames in the entryway of Castle Grayskull. So it makes more sense from an action figure size, but from a play standpoint, maybe not so much, because you're not going to see it very much. But I like it better that way. All right, there we go. And this one just goes right here, just like so. And this supports that area so it doesn't sag. And then we got one wall left to put in, and then I have a surprise bonus at the end. Hey Mike, thanks for joining us. Man, Mike is the man. He is always here, even when I'm not. There's a time last week I couldn't make it to my own video, and Mike was there filling in, answering questions about stuff. And that was pretty cool of him. I ended up falling asleep before my video aired, and it wasn't live, it was premiered. And here I am sleeping away, and Mike is filling in, talking about the heat shrink tubing and everything else. So thanks, Mike, for filling in. All right, one last wall. That one's kind of stuck on there. Stuck on you. There we go. So weird, my printers are finally off. They've been running solid for quite a while trying to get all these parts printed. Now it's kind of funny is when I was printing up Michael's set, I had one piece left to print, and it was one of the triangle pieces. Now I have two printers that I usually have running all the time when I'm doing stuff. And so as I was sitting there printing the last triangle piece, which takes quite a while to print, I thought, you know what would be kind of cool? Since the other printer's just sitting there and it's got plastic just waiting to be used, I will print an extra part for Michael too, just like I did. And again, once I bend those parts back, it will fit better in there. Just like I did for the other guy. So Michael, I gave you a free piece right here, which is for the attachment up on top where the gun goes. I don't know if Michael joined us or not. I did send him a link, but maybe he's working or something else. But he'll watch this video later at least. Now, hopefully I can get this all packed up and ready to go today out with Sean's, but we'll see. All right, let's get this all apart. So you got this free piece just because my printer was sitting there doing nothing while I was printing your big triangle piece. So I figured, you know, I just finished the model on this. It's a really cool model. Now, even if you don't have point dread, it's still cool just to put up there to give a little more protection for the figure that's shooting the big gun. Michael's like, I don't have point dread, but now I have to go buy it. Thanks, Todd. Oh, all these supports. That would stink if this broke while I was doing it. And I'd say, Michael, no free part for you today. He'd be like, oh, man. No, if I break it while I'm taking it apart, I will print another one for you. Since I already said on the video, I'd give you one. And this is live. If it was recorded, then I could go back and not give it to you. But since it's live, I guess I'm stuck at this point. All right. Oh. There's my alarm to start the video. That's funny. I'm way early. Now everyone's going to show up and go, what the heck? Why is the video already going? We're almost done with the video, actually. So for those that are showing up now, because I said it started at 2, I apologize. I just couldn't wait any longer. I need to get a new light. This one's almost burned out. There we go. Whew, bright lights. Ugh. I can't believe it. This little piece here, because of all of its detailing and little parts, it takes just as long to print as that whole triangle piece on the floor. These are printed solid all the way through, so there's no fill in the middle. Where the floors do have fill in the middle, because if I was printed those solid, that'd be ridiculous for the size and amount of plastic it would take. Now, that is rough. See if we can't get some of that off without damaging it. There we go. Oh, I got my finger. Whew, watch out, sharp edges. All right, look at that piece. Oh, it is so cool. Let's go and put it in. Whoop. I guess I could have kept the gun in there. And this just goes right up there like that. There you go. And then you take this piece and just pop it on top. Gives you that nice extra height. So for those that didn't see the video yesterday, the reason why I added this little chunk here in the middle is so that when He-Man stands in here, he doesn't bonk his head. Because without this piece, he is too tall to fit in there. So most of you guys already know, because I've shown it so many times through the past couple years. But for those that haven't seen it all the way, there is the piece. And now He-Man can stand, or you can take the gun and shoot it through the window. There you go. Blam, 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 blam. The bad part is He-Man really can't be shooting the gun very well up here, though. There's not a lot of room for both him. But it's that way anyway. When this isn't there, you still got that same... Well, I guess most people put the gun on this side, don't they? That's funny. Let's try it again. Hang on, He-Man. His hand was a little tighter. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit more defense. So he can't be shot from the sides as easily. I guess it doesn't really add that much because it's so short. My original one was a lot taller. Let me look at my original one that I printed accidentally yesterday or the other day. Hold on. You guys can sit here and groove on the floors and the walls while I'll be right back. So this was my original build, and I like this because it has a lot of cool brickwork and it's nice and thick and big. And but I wasn't very good at making the bottom yet. I was still kind of messing with it, so I didn't quite have it all hammered out yet. But the problem is, you can see the height difference. There's a huge difference in the thickness between them. When I stuck it on here, that's funny. You could put this on top of the other one because it's the same top as the castle. But what's funny about it is once you added this on, I mean, I don't know if I can even get it on there or not because it's so intricately made. Yep, there we go. When you got it on there, it was so tall, it just got ridiculous. I mean, now you got this tower that's just so tall compared to the rest of the castle. It just seemed crazy. And at this point, you could put like a classics figure in there, probably no problem. Probably even a Masterverse. I mean, that's just crazy how tall it is. And the window was so high too. That's also why it got kind of crazy. Let's see if a Masterverse will fit in the other one. Or not Masterverse, but classics. Let's take a look here. I don't think it will. Nope. He's about the same height as He-Man was before without the thing. That's funny. Anyway, it's not made for Masterverse. Now I'm digressing. Oh, don't fall, man. All right, so that's basically it. So Michael, if you've joined us yet, I don't know if you have or not, here is your new walls and your extra free part. Don't worry, you're not going to get this one. That's just scrap, accidentally printed. And that's it. I'll pack this up, have it in the mail tomorrow at the latest, maybe even today if I can get it packed fast enough. And that is it. Yeah, before I pack it, I'll be doing some sanding on some of these edges here a little bit and melting those little points and folding them a little bit so they fit nicer. Be careful, this is sharp on top. The little points really catch. All right, let's see. Hey, Mr. Feelings, thanks for joining us. Wow, everyone must be at work or something, or school. Nobody's online. Well, I guess not nobody. We got 9 people online, and Mike's one of them, and Big M's one of them, and Mr. Feelings is one of them. So thanks you guys for commenting. It's always cool to see who's on. Until next time, good journey. Good journey. And like, subscribe, tell your friends. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye now.